to doing an oil change before my race this weekend. So I start off with taking the drain plug out of the reservoir tank, which is right through here. I believe it's a 12 millimeter. Let that drain out first, put it back in. I'm pretty sure the torque specs for that is 10 pounds. Just don't over tighten them because it's aluminum. Then I go to the rear, which is a 22 millimeter. Let that drain out real good. And I believe the torque specs for that when putting it back in is 12 pounds. Next step is going to be draining where the oil filter goes. I would take a rag of some sort and kind of stuff it in there the best you can, because otherwise oil is going to get everywhere. There's not much room for it to drain down. So first I'm going to start off by taking this bottom one off to let some of the oil drain out beforehand. So once you get the cover off and know the oil drained out, you take your new filter, put some oil on either side, make sure that there's no rubber gasket in there that came off the old one. You're going to put the nipple side in, and then what you end up doing is when you put the cover back on, you know, tighten it down, don't tighten it too much. I think it's 7 foot-pounds for these ones. Also, before you tighten these down using your 3/16 Allen head, do it like you would do a tire. Don't just tighten one down, then the other, then the other. Get them snug and crisscross them so it seats evenly. Another quick tip I just thought of, if you have a skid plate, it's hard to get your finger back in there to get that small bolt in there. So I did was I put a whole bunch of washers inside of the socket to set it up higher. Let's see if I can, like so. So now I can get it in there, no problem. Now that everything's put back together and tight, you gotta fill it up. So I start with the case. You gotta take this nut off right here, which is I believe a 10 millimeter. Well, I used a 3/8 because I didn't have one. So you fill this up first, put just about a half a quart in it, and then the rest we're gonna fill in the reservoir tank. So after filling up the case, putting the cap back on it, come over to the reservoir side, which is no tools needed. It is just the dipstick. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually, which holds quite a bit more, we're gonna put a whole quart in this, and then check it, and then use the rest of the one that we put in the case. All right, so I put the full quart in, put the plug in, I ran the bike for a second. Now we are going to check and see where we're at. Yep, definitely gonna put the rest of that other half a quart in there. And after that, we should be good. I'll throw some Dawn dish soap down there and get that oil that spilled everywhere and call it good. All right, guys, thanks for watching.